In this week's video, if you are wanting a real tasty dehydrated dish just like this, follow the recipe. It is dead easy and it is really scrumptious. This is a jambalaya. Well, the heart of a jambalaya is the rice, and you need to cook it to perfection. If you haven't watched my previous videos on how to cook the perfect rice, then this one is for you also. I'll talk you through it from scratch and show you how to do it. So basically, it's a cup and a half of basmati rice, straight into the saucepan, soak it for at least 1 hour. I like to do it for 3, but it's all time dependent. Now it's 2 sticks of celery, and just chop them up nice and rugged really, because you're going to be using this absolute beast of a machine. You can literally pick one up for next to nothing from your local pound shop. And next up is a nice green pepper, and don't worry about making it all nice and fancy, just roughly chop it. We'll be using 2 medium-sized onions, and again, roughly chop it up. Now these are a godsend. It's basically frozen ginger in blocks. You can get them from any local supermarket and they are dirt cheap. And all you want to do is just let it sit out for a while, just get it defrosted a little bit, and then chop it up and mash it up. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo, and just get rid of the outer skin and roughly chop it up. Then you want to measure out around about half a pint of water, boiling water, because you are going to stick 2 blocks of chicken bouillon in there, or stock. You also want to be adding around about 4 tablespoons of tomato puree. Fry off the chorizo in a little bit of olive oil. Don't use too much, remember, because we are dehydrating. There is also quite a bit of oil on the chorizo itself, hence why we're going to run it under a cold tap. You need to run that under a cold tap. You've got red on you. What films that off? After you've finished soaking, just empty it back into the sieve and give it a good wash out, get all the waters running clear, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do in a sec. We ain't just using normal water. Give the chorizo a good rinse off with hot boiling water. And then every little vegetable that you've been chopping up, get it in the frying pan and give it a good fry up. See, I told you it wasn't just the normal water, it was our stock that we've made. That's right, just empty it right over and make sure that it covers the top of the rice. Now, bring that to the boil, literally to the boil. Now, I'm using an induction hob here, so once it's boiling, I want to turn it down to number 4 and leave that simmering just for 10 minutes. And just while you're waiting for the rice to boil, you want to add 4 teaspoons of Cajun style seasoning. Next up is our favourite tin chicken breast. That's right, get it at Morrison's, it's £2 a can. This is the best stuff for dehydrating meals, so it is alright. It just comes out as a little bit of jelly on, so you need to get that washed off. And do not add too much more salt. Then with a fork you just want to grate it down and make sure that you've got it on nice small pieces, nothing too big. After that, get in the garlic puree that we minced up before. And then add your tin chicken. Give it all a fantastic stir around and just fry it all off nicely. We're pretty much coming to an end for the cooking process now. All we've got to do is just add to it, so give that a fry off, warm it up a little bit. And then finally, you just want to add the rice, let it all cook through together and finish off the dish. Personally, I would say around about 5-10 minutes, something like that, on a low heat. Crank up the dehydrator and have it set at its highest level, which on mine is 70 degrees. And then all you've got to do is spread out the jambalaya onto the dehydrating plates and just let it dehydrate. Now I have set my timer for 13 hours. Now it is no way going to take that long. So what I would do is just keep on trying it. As you've seen here, I've picked up a little bit, and then once you hear it snap, you know that it's pretty much done. Oh, would you look at that, 1 hour 46 left. And then that's pretty much it. You're going to bag it up and we're going to suck the life out of it. And there we go, another meal complete. Just make sure, because it's a rice dish, to cover it up before you do suck the life out of it. I wrap mine up in greaseproof paper, as you can see here. It just stops it from popping. So that is pretty much it. Bag it up, suck the life out of it, and you have got one heck of a meal ready for your next camp. Next up is a nice piece of chorizo, and next up is a nice half slice. Nope. And next up is a half a sausage of chorizo. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo. And next up is half a sausage chorizo. That's easy for me to say. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo. And next up is half a sausage of chorizo. Just cut it in half, get rid of the outer skin. And next up is a half a sausage of chorizo.